our left, we've got junior safety Marlon Bridges, Coach Grice, sophomore quarterback Zarek Cooper, and junior wide receiver Josh Pearson. Coach, if you could open this up, please.
Okay, just wish we get out on the field this past weekend and played. It's an unusual start to the season. You play twice in the first month, so you got these open weeks you got to deal with. So we'd love to gotten on the field this past weekend and played and kind of hopefully get a better taste out of our mouth. So it's so I think we handled last week really well. We got better. You take from the first game and you kind of go back and you learn a lot about yourself, and we had a lot of self-inflicted wounds that we got to correct. With penalties and turnovers and things like that, we get much better at doing. So I feel good about this team. If we don't self-inflict, I think we can line up and play with anybody. And I think it's team's got a chance to be really good. And I think we went back to the practice field last week, got a lot of that stuff corrected, and just the excitement of college football you surround this weekend, and everybody in the country's playing, so you kind of get that first weekend over, and we're not the only ones that made a lot of self-inflicting things the first week, so hopefully we'll improve. You'd love to see kind of where we get to when we play our second game. Saying in football, you make your most improved game 1 to game 2. Of course, we want to make that same improvement as the year goes on, but I am anxious to see how much better we can play in our second game, and we're definitely we've been looking forward to this game irregardless win or lose that first one, just because we're playing at home. And I think it's big for our school and our community to get to fill that stadium up on Saturday and be able to play at home, and kind of heal some of this stuff with off season with tornadoes and stuff. So we're still looking forward to doing that and playing in front of our home fans. There's nothing like playing in front of our home crowd, and we're looking for a big crowd, and just anxious to get this week of practice behind us and get to Saturday. Now we still got a lot of work to do, but like I said, I see us making improvement, and was able to get some guys well last week, which will help us as well.
What did you do to fix the penalty problems, and how much of that was just a lot of guys playing their first game?
Well, I looked at I think Josh sent me a statistic the other day. You see things, and I don't look. I'm a cup half full all the time guy. I don't never. I'm gonna find a positive and a negative most time. Mike tells us, you got 13 of 22, first time starters. Well, I think Josh says statistic 28. I think it's 28 out of like 52 guys we played. It was the first game ever. So I mean, you talking about we do have a young football team, and I do think that's where you're going to see a lot of growth as the year goes on. But some of the stuff is very correctable, and I think the procedure penalties, some things like that we can clean up. You're going to have just playing smarter football, and that's what we've been talking about. And there'll be some punishment there for penalties too. I think we got everybody's attention last week with that type of stuff, and I think that was something we gotta work on. We gotta focus on, and like I said, I think we can clean some of that stuff up.
Darius, Trammell, what's their latest?
Darius definitely back. Trammell, you may be another week or two. I mean, he is starting some straight line running this week, so it's just I mean, it was such a bad thing when he got hurt the way he got hurt, and so disappointing. For him, and but just to know that was not a season-ending deal is a huge thing. So I don't really care when he plays. I just want him to play. So hopefully it probably won't be this week. It'll be our conference opener, with Tech, that he'll be ready. So just a good thing is knowing that he will be back.
Josh, could you talk about the big week you had against A&T and looking forward to your second game?
Oh man, well, none of those things would have been possible without a great quarterback, without Zarek Cooper, and off the line, giving them time, giving them protection to get the ball to me. And this next coming week, just go out there and play ball. Just prepare, get better in practice. Watch film, do everything we can on our part, and just go out there, put the ball down, and play ball.
Did you get a chance to go home Friday night?
Oh yes, sir. Yeah, went home Friday night. Watch my high school team play
What do you think
around
of the new
school.
stadium?
Beautiful stadium. Wish we could have had it. So it's okay. It's okay. I'm a proud alumni of Black Bears. So that's it.
Marlon, how do you feel? How how'd the week go for you?
Oh, this week I needed this week. I got pretty healthy and I've been running around pretty good, and it was great to have a bye week this early, but we would like to have a bye week later on in the year too. So, but it was pretty fun. We learned a lot this week and this off weekend. A lot of mental errors that we corrected during practice all weekend. I think everyone's mind is on the same page and we're all focused.
Still, Marlon, just to follow up on that, the defense as a whole in the last game really showed some good things, and even with kind of the mix of the old and new, what did you think about the defensive performance and kind of where you want to look forward going?
We played pretty good. Just a lot of mental errors and busted coverage on one of the touchdowns, which could have been prevented. And I love our defense. I love the way everybody manages it and the way how everybody works. And the communication is also getting better. We got better during the bye week with the communication on the defense, so we won't have any busted coverage. And we just ready to play ball, man. I was watching all the games Saturday, and I was like, dang, I wish I was out there playing this week, but we needed that bye week to come out and do what we're gonna do this week.
For all three guys, was there a game you saw this weekend that you really enjoyed? Let's start with Marlon.
The game I really enjoyed was, if I had to pick one, probably I don't know.
You watched them all, huh?
I watched them all. Too many to name. I like the UCLA Cincinnati game though. That was a pretty good game.
What about you, Eric?
It's tough. I mean, I caught all games, but I don't have one that really caught my eye. I mean, I'm just a football fan, so I pretty much pay attention to all games.
What about you, Josh? Seen things
well,
weekend?
Yeah, my love was the Oregon Washington game.
Oh, yeah.
Being from the hometown, being from Belmont, watching Alabama and Oregon both get W, and just being able to compete was pretty good.
I give them a hard time about watching, more ball, and I think these three guys do, but I tell you a funny inside story. So I finally come up with where Marlon gets his haircut from. Okay,
Where's that?
It's Desmond Howard. Okay, so I go in there, there's a couple guys said the same for him the other day, and I said, I know where you got that look from. So Desmond Howard look, which makes him look younger, So I go in there, all the safeties are in there, and I kind of bust him up in front of them, said, look, I know where Marlon gets a haircut from, Desmond Howard. About half the room goes, who's that? And I'm going, guys, do y'all not watch football? I mean, how do you not know who Desmond Howard is? It's game day. I mean, you already know that. They're like, always play the game, coach. We don't watch ball. Where's your football intelligence come from? These guys need to be watching more ball, just flipping through and watching games. I think when you're coaching or playing either one, you're a fan of yourself. I mean, we're for the Gamecocks, but you do like watching ball to watch ball. I can't watch a ball as a fan anymore. When you watch a game, you just kind of dissect it. So, I mean, I think, getting these guys to watch more ball is good. But Desmond Howard, right?
So Marlon, is that really where you got your haircut?
It's not, but I'll take it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll take it.
For all three guys, when you're watching a game, are you putting yourself in there as you're a player? Are you breaking down plays as they happen? What's going on stuff, Marlon?
Oh yes, sir. I like to read defense a lot, and I try to call out every coverage that they're playing and who's supposed to have what responsibility and things like that. And then I think that'll make me a better player.
I do. Me personally, I like to watch it from the sky cam because being me playing quarterback, I get to see how the defense is rotating. So I think watching from the sky cam actually improves my how I read the defense and stuff like that.
I try to watch a little bit of defense, call out coverages, but I like to watch the receivers. Watch what kind of releases they get, see what I can steal from them. By them playing big time football, see what they got to do and try to put it into my game and get better using it.
You'll see Miami unless you bring in last night.
Oh yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask Mike a question. Do you listen to the announcers, try to get pick up on tips of what they say in certain situations. And oh, that's a good one. Let me write that one down.
The wheel has never been reinvented, so. I do listen to other guys, okay, to answer your question.
Can pick up a cliche here and there.